Hello, welcome to today. Here's me trying to get the videos up a little bit earlier. Um, I figured since I've been talking about TV a lot lately, I was just watching a documentary about Firefly. And that's a show that I loved. Um, I tried to watch it when it was on TV, but as anyone who had watched Firefly originally knows, it was really messed up. I thought I was coming in for the first episode, and it's like it jumps in the middle of everything, and so I thought I missed something. And then it wasn't being shown every week, and it was jumping around, and I just thought there was something messed up with how I was catching it. And so I'd just forgotten all about it. Thought that it was just, I loved it, but I loved what I saw of it, but I just didn't know what was going on, and it confused me and irritated me, so. And it was, I didn't have internet at that time, so I didn't know what was going on. But, many years later, I was at a convention. I'd go to CoastCon, which was the Mississippi Gulf Coast science fiction fantasy convention. It was every year. Well, technically it was twice a year because there was CoastCon and then there was CoastCon Junior. CoastCon was full, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And CoastCon Junior, I think was just Saturday and Sunday, or it might have been Friday and Saturday. Anyway, that one was just an overnight, a 2-day, 1-night convention instead of a 3-day, 2-night. Anyway, I was at a CoastCon. I don't remember which one. But someone came up and asked me, because if anyone, for anyone out there who's been to conventions, there's like room parties and stuff, and usually they're themed. And someone who knew me came up and asked me if I was going to the brown coat party. I was like, that. Something sounds familiar about that. Just the word brown coat sounded familiar. I was like, well, no, I hadn't heard of it, but where was it? And, they told me. I was like, okay. I usually caught as many of the parties as I could. And so I showed up. And they were showing the episodes, of course. I was like, oh, hey, I remember this, but there was nothing to it. It was all scattered, and someone sat down and explained to me what had happened. I was like, oh, okay. And then, they were playing the episodes, but I got there a little bit late. So it was already a little ways into it, but I sat there and watched for a while. And people sat there explaining to me what was going on and stuff, explaining to me stuff that I had missed. Whoop. Sorry, that was my light. I have remote control. Most of my gems have come off, but since I can't get up and turn my light off and on, I've got a remote control for it. But anyway. But I ended up falling in love with it. It wasn't actually, though, until it was up on Netflix that I ended up actually getting to watch the full, all out. I binge watched the whole series and the movie. Just all in like a matter of one day. Well, technically I think it was 2 days, but I didn't go to sleep. I just started at the beginning and watched on through. But I think that was really, it was an awesome series for anyone out there who knows it. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. You know, if you have Netflix, watch it. It's not very many episodes because it was only like a half season or something. You know, it got canceled early. But it is just, it's like a Western set in space. But it's far better than either of those. You don't have to like Westerns. And you don't have to like space movies, space shows, to like Firefly. There's just so much to it. So many layers and so many... And how many shows can you root for the hooker, you know? And you got a hooker and a priest right there in the same... Or a preacher man, you know. Not technically a priest, but a preacher man. It's just... I mean, even my ringtone for my mom is part of the theme, the opening theme music. It's talking about take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. You can take my life from me, but you can never take my stars from me. Or take my sky from me or something. I can't remember right now. This is usually my nap time. This is my old lady nap time, technically, right now. So, but yeah, if you get a chance, check it. If you haven't seen Firefly, just go check it out. Just watch an episode or two, and if you don't get hooked, oh well, you've wasted an hour or two, you know. It's really good. And when you get into it, the fans out there are awesome. But, okay, that's my video for today. I hope y'all take care, and hopefully I remember I did this video and don't record another one later tonight. Oh yeah, I had... The nurse came and took blood today. I don't know if you can see on my hand. I can't see. But, yeah, apparently she had taken it to one... there's a couple different places where she can take it to get it processed and get the tests done on it. And the one she took it to the last time, there was 3 tests that needed to be done. I know one was iron, and then there was something else, and then there was my albumin. And they could do the iron and the other one, but they couldn't do the albumin. They had to send it to another place to have it done. And they left it sitting there on the counter for like 2 days. Until my blood had clotted. And then they couldn't, once the blood clots, you can't test it. You can't test scab. And so she had to come back and stick me again. Luckily this time it was only 1 stick. I had made sure I drank a lot of water before she came. And kept my hand really, really warm. To try, because last time, I don't know if I talked about that last time. There was a lot of sticking. I had both of my hands were really stuck. That's where usually they draw the blood on me, is in the backs of my hands. I don't know why they don't do the arm. But apparently with me it's easier. Well, I know my veins roll a lot and end up sticking through a lot. So maybe it's easier to hit the smaller ones than the bigger ones. But, she did say that my iron level is low, but it's not dangerously low. It's within a normal low. So, that's a good thing. But, okay. That's my video. I've talked enough. Watch Firefly. Bye.